conversation we were talking about with, like, you know, can Goff take the Lions to the Super Bowl? Can he have success in the postseason? Yada, yada, yada. And it's like, well, you know, my thing is, like, the argument for a lot of people has been you need that, like, top 5 quarterback, like, in order to make it and you know, win a Super Bowl, et cetera, et cetera. I'm like, so why hasn't Josh Allen done it yet? Like, I mean, to be completely honest, like, as good as he is as a quarterback, he's been a disappointment, man. Like, he is disappointed every time he's had the opportunity. So, apparently like, everybody got, like, I think there's a misunderstanding with the point that I was trying to make. Like, look, I'm not saying that that Allen wouldn't be good in Detroit, but when it matters most, he has failed where Goff has succeeded. So it just goes to that conversation about, do you have to have a top 5 quarterback to get to the Super Bowl?
Jake Delhomme was a top 5 quarterback, and he made it to the Super Bowl.
Who was that?
Jake Delhomme.
Yeah, man. No, I mean, that's kind of the point that I was trying to make, and everybody thinks that I'm, like, hating on Josh Allen. I'm like, I love Josh Allen. I think he's a great quarterback. He's, you know, statistically top 5, but when, you know, it's like, ultimately you're judged by your successes and your failures, as far as I'm concerned. And he's had how many opportunities? He's gotten close. He's been one game away from making it, what, 4 times?
Yeah.
And he's failed every time. So it's like, and the excuse, or somebody said, not excuse, but they were like, well, he's playing against Mahomes and Burrow. I'm like, okay, so he can't beat the best, is what you're saying. And so that, to me, is like, that's a failure. If you're top 5, you should be able to beat those guys. And it's not like the Bills are a dog shit team. They're a fucking great team. I think they've taken a little bit of a step back this year, but since he's been in Buffalo, he's had great teams, great defenses, top ranked defenses. So to me, it's like, there's no excuse, you know.
How can people argue about if Goff can make it to the Super Bowl when he already been to the Super Bowl?
Exactly. And they'll say, "Oh, that wasn't because of Goff." It's like, well, of course not. It's not. It's rarely just because of one dude. I would say Cam Newton kind of drug that team to the Super Bowl. Like, he didn't have the kind of team around him that Allen has had, and he still brought them to the Super Bowl. It's like, you know, like, I'm just looking at it, it's like he had less to work with, and he still made it and succeeded. Yes, they shit the bed in the Super Bowl, but, you know, he still has succeeded where Allen has failed. So, you know.
Yeah, but they pass rush was off this year too, so you can't put that all on him. You can't put that. They had no pass rush. The Bills had.
No, I know. I mean, like I said, like, I think that they've taken a little bit of a step back this year. But if you look at the past, like, 3 years, they've had a top-ranked defense. They've had a top-ranked team statistically. That he's had that to work with, and he's been in the league, what, 5 years? Is it 5 years, or this is his 5th year, right?
Well, I can check right now.
It's like 5 or 6 years, and he's had multiple opportunities, and he's failed every time. So it's like, do we need a top 5 quarterback to take us? Because, you know, Goff has had more success than Josh Allen has in his career. I mean, is that correct? I saw a stat earlier. I think I posted it, actually. I don't know how accurate it was, but it looked pretty damn accurate. He hasn't had any. What is it? I think he's been to the Pro Bowl. I need to look up his individual stats.
That's his contract. Blah 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 blah.
And somebody was saying somebody said if you put Josh Allen in Detroit, we're going to the Super Bowl. I'm like, I mean, you're giving him like so much credit. Like I
If we
get
don't
that we're
fix
all
our
high in the
secondary,
Lions, but yeah, it's like the Bills are undisputed, betters than the Lions. Like even with a step back this year, they're a better team than the Lions right now, and he's still failed. So like, how can you say like, knowing how good the Bills team has been the last, I'd say 4 seasons, a little bit of a like I mentioned, a little bit of a step back this year. I'd say probably a half step back from years prior. But he's had great teams, and they're where we are headed, but we're not there yet. We're 1 game over 500 this last year. I understand we're all high on the Lions, but we a lot more work to get there.
I have listened to what you have said. No,
what the hell is that?
What the heck is that? Whoever's got all the extra chatter, we can't hear anything you're saying.
He came out in 2018.
2018, okay.
So that would be his 5th year.
5th year. So 5 years. He was dog shit the first year. He's had great teams. I would say. What would you say? Like 4 out of 5 seasons.
You could say that.
Like at least top ranked. Top ranked defense, top ranked offense. Like 4 out of his 5 years in the league.
And he had the people around him too on offense. So
yeah, he had great coaching staff, like DCs, like all of that. He's had everything at his fingertips and has failed every opportunity he's had in the biggest moments. So at what point do we say, okay, how much does being a top 5 quarterback, or maybe it's just in his case. I mean, there's others like Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes, like they have succeeded where Josh Allen has failed. So somebody was like, I would absolutely take Allen in a Goff trade. I'm like, like on the one hand, I'm like, I see the point. Like he's great. But do I want to see him come to Detroit with a lesser team talent-wise, and we're still in the building process? We're not close to where the Bills are at, and have confidence that he's gonna make that jump. He's gonna get us there. He's gonna get us over that hump. Like maybe in like a couple seasons, but even then, it's like if the Lions get to the same level as a team as the Bills, where's my confidence that Josh Allen is actually going to show up when he's had 4 opportunities and it's failed every time with a great team around him? So do I have more confidence in that, him getting over that, than I do with a guy that's already been to the Super Bowl? I don't have confidence in that. I can't say with 100% certainty that I'd be okay with that.
We only can go off what you have done already, so.
Exactly. Like, show me on the field, and he has not shown me. Goff has. So, call a spade, right?
Call a spade a spade. I like that. Call a spade a spade.
I'm up here talking.
I ain't gonna lie, there's some traits and attributes that I do like about Josh Allen. You feel me? Like, if he down, you feel me? He don't give up. Like, I don't know.
No, it's nothing. It's nothing about liking him or not as a quarterback. I think he is a top 5 quarterback. Like that's not the question or the debate for me. It's what have you done, and he hasn't gotten it done. So like why would I take somebody that has had everything available to him and has failed every time? And why would I take a guy like that when the guy that we have now has gotten over that hump and he's gotten to a Super Bowl. Like, granted, we all know what happened in the Super Bowl, but if you're looking at successes and failures, Goff has outperformed Josh Allen. So I don't know. Just how I look at it. Somebody else talk.
Did Goff make it to the Pro Bowl this year?
Shut up, Justin.
You hear me? Did Goff make it to the Pro Bowl this year?
No. Probably should have, the way he played.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I mean, Josh Allen's still a good ball player, bro.
No, you're right. No, I mean, I've said that.
No, I mean, that team, I don't think is as good as what people say it is.
This year?
No, the Bills, yeah.
Yeah, this year. I mean, like I said, they've definitely taken a step back this year, I think. But look at them the last, like, since he's been here, they've been ranked, for it's all on how you judge it. But if you're looking at where they've been ranked and stats wise and everything else, they're a great team. They're not a good team. They're a great team. A little less than this year, maybe, than the past 2 or 3 years. But yeah, I don't know.
Let's talk about free agents that we need to re-sign.
Honestly, the only ones that I say, they shouldn't bring back, Amani. Man, I really like all of them. Outside of Amani, I don't think he's back. Like for a second, I don't think he's back. But
they can let Austin Bryant walk too.
They might let Austin Bryant go. I mean, he's shown flashes here and there, but he really hasn't shown it like on a consistent basis. So I could see them letting Austin Bryant go for sure. Hey, Sky, did you dip out a co-host on purpose, or do you want it back, or should I make somebody?
No, I did it on accident. I closed all my apps on my phone.
Okay.
What about Deshaun Elliott, guys? Is he a must re-sign, let him walk, or what are your guys' thoughts on Deshaun Elliott as a whole?
I think they bring him back. I love Deshaun Elliott.
I like Deshaun Elliott too.
I have no idea. I think that if there was somebody that was gonna outprice themselves for us, it's gonna be him. And the reason I say that is because they're gonna look at it as Tracy is ahead of time on his recovery, like 2 months ahead of time on his recovery. Recovery's going great. And you haven't been paid. You got Kirby Joseph, that's now become a star on the team. What do you do with Deshaun Elliott? You can't overpay him. You can't overpay him.
Do you think they keep a third safety?
Yeah, I do, but not to be overpaid.
At his price. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't see them. I do not see them keeping Deshaun Elliott around for big money.
Because, Sky, correct me if I'm wrong, but based on my memory, I don't have the advanced stats, but I'm fairly certain that Aaron Glenn didn't use a whole lot of 3 safety looks. They primarily just had 2 safeties on the field at all times, and then obviously Will Harris and nickel. So why would you keep Deshaun Elliott and pay him a lot of money if you don't even use 3 safety sets?
Exactly. No, exactly. That's the thing, because the craziest thing about it is Tracy does what Deshaun does better. You know what I'm saying? Tracy's the better version of Deshaun Elliott. So if you take out Deshaun Elliott, insert Kirby Joseph, switch their spots, so Tracy now is playing Deshaun's role up in the box, communicator, all that shit in the middle of the field, and then you got Kirby Joseph playing safety. That's what you want.
They was saying
that's what you want.
They was saying Tracy was the quarterback of our defense. So
He was. That's absolutely correct. He's the one guy that told on our defense that told everybody what to do in the secondary.
Him and in the secondary.
All the adjustments.
You can't forget about Thor Angeloni, because he was basically.
Oh no, he didn't. But he didn't do secondary shit. That's the thing. Like, there's two leaders on the field. There's your middle linebacker that's calling the plays, and then you have a secondary leader that's communicating everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, making sure everybody's in their right spots.
That's just like the offense. That's just like the offense. The offense, the go center is supposed to be, you know what I mean, telling everybody what to do in the offensive line. Like, then your quarterback's supposed to make sure everybody lined up is just the right way.
Exactly, bro. And it's just not the same. It's never going to be the same, regardless with Deshaun being in there and Kirby being in there. It's never going to be the same when Tracy's not in.
Because I don't even think they signed Elliott to be a long-term piece. I think it was more just like, hey, we're going to go get a day 2 safety, let him develop for his rookie season, not even start him, and then Walker gets injured and you're forced to start Joseph. So I think it was more just like a stopgap while you let your safety grow.
Yeah, or it's because it's a gamble too. It's like you're signing Deshaun and drafting Kirby, going, hey, if Kirby sucks and he doesn't develop and he's just not the player that we think he is, we can re-sign Deshaun if he plays well. Or we can go with neither of them, and then we can draft something next year or sign somebody next year. Like, it leaves all roads open the way they did it, and it worked out. You know what I'm saying? It worked out.
I still say bring him back, though. But not at a high price, though.
There's no way we're getting him on the low, bro.
Get him for a nice 2-year deal.
There's no way we're getting him for the low.
Plus, if you look at the contract he signed, like, he clearly bet on himself, especially at the point in free agency in which he signed. Like, this was just a, hey, let's just prove it year, prove I can stay healthy, and then try to go get a longer-term contract after this year, which I don't think the Lions are getting.
They're not. Yeah, they're not going to do it. There's no way they do it. If he wants 10, 11 million over 3 years, I could see him signing that. His market, that's not his market. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to have desperate teams like, say, the Jets, that need a fucking safety. They're going to say, hey, you want 13, 14?
I don't even know if I would sign him for $7 million a year, because we don't use 3 safety sets. Like, he's not going to be seeing playing time that much unless you move him into the nickel as a full-time slot guy. But, like, even $7 million for a third-string safety, like, it just don't make sense to bring him back given our defense and given that Tracy Walker's coming back, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I don't see him. I don't see him returning. I just don't see him, especially with Tracy, how far along he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be one thing if the dude's ankle was just
totally ripped apart,
destroyed. You know what I'm saying? It was, but like I said, he's 2 months ahead of recovery, and that's a fact. That's word of mouth. That's from the horse's mouth, guys. Like, he hasn't even put out the new videos yet, guys. He's running around already. He's literally running around.
So I wonder how they're going to handle that. It'll be curious to see how they do handle that, because I'm just as stoked as you and everybody else with the fact that he's ahead of his recovery. But I'm just wondering. I love Tracy Walker. Like, the dude is a dog. Like, and he's
a good dude on the team, though. Like, personality-wise, dude, he is like exactly what we want as a leader on our team, bro. Like, he wants to win. He only gives a fuck about winning. Like, that's what his mindset is. I want to win, or nothing else matters.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, like, from their point of view, like, is he gonna return to form? You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
I want to say this.
He does.
I want to say this, though. I happened at the party with him last night to play Apex. The first thing he says to me, literally the first thing out of his mouth goes, "Y'all ready to go to the Super Bowl next year?"
Let's go.
That is the first thing out of his mouth, bro. So, yeah, bro. I don't know about Deshaun.
And honestly, if you think about it, there are so many safeties available in free agency that can play this. That can be a good number 3 depth signing, like Nick Scott from the LA Rams. Like, it's not
Hell, the draft has good safety threes there too.
What?
Well, yeah, even the draft, bro. Like, there's a lot of good safety threes.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to bring back Elliott back. Like, just let him walk, go get his money from a different team, allow him to continue to be a starter, and just go sign another depth piece or a draft.
Yeah.
It's like he's not.
It seems like him and DJ are going to be the guys we have to let walk because they want a little bit more money.
Him and who?
DJ Chark and Deshaun Elliott.
That's the one dude I really hope we do keep.
It's going to be tough, bro. We were talking about cap not too long ago. It's going to be hard getting everybody back.
I think we talked about this yesterday. Like, I believe that Chark comes back, and I believe he's willing to take less money to do it.
And that's fair. I'm just saying, like, we got
Deshaun, and I just don't think we have the money to facilitate him. Like,
yeah,
for what he wants, and then he doesn't have room on the team.
Just remember, fellas, we got $29 million to spend, and we still got to get Jonah Jackson. We still got to get Jamal. We got to get Kaminsky. We got to get Bugs. Like, these are really important pieces.
You got to realize, though, all those signings that we're fucking talking about, like the Jonah Jackson thing, like, his cap hit this year could be absolutely nothing, bro. Like, you guarantee his money, you low his cap hit this year, and then you back end it.
Yep, you back. Yep.
So, like, when the money comes, so, like, what I'm saying is, like, that $29 million is a fucking smokescreen, guys. Okay? Don't believe in the $29 million like that. There is more money.
They're gonna let other guys go to free up even more. So
I'm just saying, even with the $29 million, there is more money to be spread.
Well, that's after a draft class and the cuts I made.
Well,
like Telephone knows what I'm talking about.
But that's a total separate pool. That $29 million, that other pool, there's a rookie pool for that. Are you including the rookie pool in the $29 million?
So, again, LFR can quote me on this. I found out we can get about $45 mil. You take out the rookie pool, that's like around $29 mil. Then you got to see who you want back in free agency.
Right, so yeah, it was 29 then after the rookie pool.
Yes.
yeah.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So that's without cutting B.
No. That's after making cuts to get more money.
Who did you cut in that?
I cut Big V, Charles Harris, Romeo, and Brockers.
What about Julian?
Julian would get like an extra mil or two.
He's gonna get cut.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Wait a minute, y'all talking about cutting Romeo?
Romeo and Julian are gonna get cut this year.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna keep Romeo.
That'll be another $2 mil. I agree.
I think we're gonna keep Romeo.
I don't see the field with the team, with the players that we got, the guys that we navigated last year. Those guys don't see the field, and you're not going to sit there and pay Romeo. Like, what is his contract?
His contract ain't all that bad though.
Is it?
Yeah, but we could save some money to get these guys back, though. The more important guys back.
Let's go to Santana's had his hand up for a minute. Go ahead, bro.
What's up, guys? I saw the space and it really inspired me, and I just wanted to say something real quick, which was that, and this is based on the name of the space. Shout out to RC. I put my trust in you.
Yeah,
as far as I can go. For all this,
what the fuck just happened?
I put my trust in you. Just I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I tried so hard, got so far.
Okay, we get it. We get it. We got it.
That felt really good. We should do a collab, RC. I'll hit you offline about that.
Yo, dog.
What?
Josh Allen is crazy for that.
almost digested the
He's
season
a
again.
failure. He's a Josh Allen. Let's be real. Josh Allen, thus far in his career, is an unmitigated failure.
So is Goff. Well, it's hard to say. It's hard to say that.
You're right. But he is less of a failure than Josh Allen.
Yes, you're not lying about that. Career to career, I'm taking Goff.
He's been to the big game.
My quarterback, if you knew what you knew, today at the beginning of their careers, and you knew that Josh Allen would be on four different occasions had the opportunity to make it all the way, and he failed every time. Yet Goff, in his third season, was it? Second or third season, right? Took you to the Super Bowl. Regardless of the outcomes of either of those, who are you picking? I'm going to the Super Bowl.
You're going with Jared. No, for sure.
100%.
As of today, to me, Josh Allen is a great quarterback, but he hasn't proven shit. Like people want to compare him to Pat Mahomes. Get the fuck out of here. Josh Allen isn't even in the fucking conversation with Pat Mahomes right now. That's a laughable fucking sentence, to be honest with you. I expect every one of you to shit on whoever fucking compares Pat Mahomes to Josh Allen now. There's no fucking way.
Pat Mahomes has succeeded every time that Josh Allen has failed.
That is an LOL conversation.
Yeah. It's like not even a debate. Like, I don't even know.
Not even a debate.
Like, talking about like the toe-to-toe game where they go back and forth, score last year. Woo, exciting game. Guess what?
I don't give a fuck about that, bro. I don't give a fuck about that, bro. I really don't give a fuck about that. Pat Mahomes wins games.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a difference between a guy that can do a bunch of different things, and then there's winners.
Yeah, but I'd rather have somebody who
straight up
who wins games, not keep us close.
Wasn't that in Buffalo too? Wasn't that game in Buffalo?
It was in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 2 years in a row. 2 fucking years in a row, Josh Allen has been in his home fucking field and stands.
No, the other one was Arrowhead.
Loses. And then this year completely fucking shits the bed. Like, the Josh Allen hype for me, I love Josh Allen, but, bro, you haven't proven shit. You're a great quarterback, but guess what? You lose when you should win. So, to me, does that make you... You're in a tier below.
I told you guys about those Bengals.
Yeah. Let's talk about Joe Burr being better than Josh Allen. By a lot.
You can say that. You can absolutely say that.
That first drive was fucking money by the Bengals.
Especially in a show me now league, you feel me? People don't go off what you say, or they go off what you've done.
100%, bro. 100%. I don't give a fuck how good of an athlete you are, what kind of quarterback, like all your throws, everything else. It's like Patrick Mahomes, not only does he have all of that, he also fucking wins games. So to me, it's like you can have all the stats and make all the throws.
He's the better version of Aaron Rodgers, what he should have been.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm curious, where do you guys put Jalen Hurts amongst your rankings?
He's getting up there.
He's climbing. I mean, he has more. But with Jalen Hurts, it's like they've had a really great season, but so did the Bills. So I need to see what he does on the big stage. So, TBD, with him, because again, it's like show me what you do in those moments where you need to do the thing you need to do. Right? It's like if you can't do that, then my opinion of you changes.
Like the Giants game to me. Like it's you know what I'm saying? Like the Giants game, you were expected to go out there and fuck the Giants up. What happened? You went out there and you fucked the Giants up.
So RC, if I don't win the Powerball, am I a disappointment?
Fuck yeah.
Y'all know wins is not a quarterback stat, right?
I'm not even gonna do this.
Parlay.
Y'all really think wins is a quarterback stat? This is not the NBA.
Your greatest quarterback is Dan Marino, isn't it?
No, it's Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, then what are we talking about then? You can't even put him and Josh Allen in the same conversation. That's laughable.
They're in tier 1 of quarterbacks, Scott.
No. Sorry. Pat Mahomes is in his own tier, and then there's everybody else right now. So no, they're not in the same tier.
They're both tier 1 quarterbacks. They're both top 3. Mahomes is the best. Josh Allen's number 3. Joe Burrow's number 2.
So you're just going by stats.
Wait.
Cool.
No, I go by eye test. You go by stats because you think wins matters as a quarterback.
Winning
does.
is the only fucking thing that matters. Winning is the only thing that matters.
You get judged off the
It's
game
not a
that you win.
I don't give a shit about stats.
Wins is not a quarterback stat.
Allen is a failure. He's failed every time he's had the opportunity.
You said you would take Jared Goff over Josh Allen. You're an idiot.
Jared Goff has been to the Super Bowl. If you know what? You're done. You're out, bro. If you're gonna come in here and be an idiot, you're out.
Create a career parlay. Like that's like think about it.
Like, why is Michael Jordan celebrated, bro? He fucking won.
Exactly. He backed it up.
Like, not only that, he was one of the best basketball players in the fucking world.
Why is Tom Brady the GOAT?
Exactly.
If Tom Brady didn't win all those fucking games, would he be the fucking Super Bowls? Would he be the GOAT?
No.
Like what are we talking about? Wins is not a quarterback stat. That's the whole reason Tom Brady is literally nominated as the GOAT.
You know why, Sky? You know why? Because all these dumbass, new, modern-ass NFL fans, it's the Patrick Mahomes shit. I know. It's the talent over wins argument. I fucking hate it. Oh, look at Patrick Mahomes. He did this. You need to have a Patrick Mahomes like quarterback. You know, it's all the team
football is different though, because like you can have one or two guys and win a championship. You can't really do that with football. You know what I mean? But
there still has to be a guy winning those games.
Yeah, like Zig. Zig. Let me ask you this though, Zig.
You can have look. You can have your clutch guys. Like can you count on Michael Jordan to hit that shot?
Hell yeah.
Can you count on Steph Curry to hit the shot? Yeah. Are you counting on motherfucking Aaron Rodgers to make that final throw? Yeah. Are you counting on Patrick Mahomes to make that final throw? Yeah. But they can do that, and some fucking crazy ass shit can happen, like we've seen, and then the opposing team wins the game. You know what I mean?
But that's what everything.
Yeah. Zig, we're on the same page.
That's what
as much as I hate Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers has a great win-loss record. Let's not get it twisted. So he's definitely a winner. He just only has one Super Bowl, and that's it.
You still have to have like a nice team around you as well.
Zig though.
Yeah, no, Zig. We're agreeing with you.
Well, Zig, the one question I need you to answer me for your argument, bro. Why is Tom Brady considered the GOAT? Why is Michael Jordan considered the GOAT?
Because they won championships.
Because he has rings. Michael Jordan considered the GOAT because he won 6 in a row. Tom Brady is considered the GOAT because he has fucking 7 rings. Like, that is a literal fact,
Jordan was literally better than everybody else, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he
Jordan
also had a great
game.
team around him. He also has multiple Hall of Famers on that team.
To compare basketball and football like that, you can't really do that.
Zig, I got a question for you.
You can though, because they're literally gauged on the same fucking scale. So you can.
Yeah, you're supposed to win, but it takes less people to do it, though.
It's only about wins, though. That's the whole thing.
If Tom Brady doesn't have Adam Vinatieri, a lot of that stuff changes, bro.
Why is Bill Russell considered one of the best players ever?
If Tom Brady doesn't have one of the best defenses one of the best defensive minds ever to play the game, a lot of this stuff changes, bro.
I get that, Zig, bro. Let me ask you a question. Why do quarterbacks get all this crazy amounts of money?
Bro, they're the brain of the offense.
No. Why?
Because the ball is in their hands every play.
Yep.
The most important player on the field.
because they win. If you're not paying a quarterback to win, I don't know what you're doing.
A quarterback determines the game. A quarterback determines.
You're paying, yeah. Of course, you're paying a quarterback to win. Like, of course, yeah. I'm saying though, like, shit can be screwed because of the things that's around them. You know what I mean?
And that's true.
And you can get L's and stuff like that because of your other components that are around.
And that's fine. Like I just said with every sport. I just said
though, because basketball is like
it is.
You're on a no, because it's like,
why did LeBron lose his first championship?
Bro, listen, bro. He wasn't ready yet. He wasn't ready.
No, it wasn't that. He wasn't ready. He carried the team to the fucking finals. His team was fucking dog shit.
Listen, bro. Brown was
when fucking Larry Hughes is number 2, bro. What are you talking about?
He didn't have that dog in him when he first started.
Bro, what are we talking about? He carried the Cavs to the championship, bro.
Hold on.
What are we talking about?
You're saying something that's true. I'm also saying something that's true, bro.
I agree with you, but what you're saying is true.
So it's like, he took his team to the championship, but he was also criticized for not wanting to play in the big moments of the game, man. Like, that also was true, and that's why one of the reasons I didn't necessarily like Bron at first, because it's like, bro, if you're the best player in the world, you have to strap your nuts on and get the dub, just like Kobe did.
No, we understand that.
Blue.
But every team that Kobe had that won his championship, bro, he had help.
What I'm saying is, like,
hey guys, hold on.
The whole thing about being the GOAT and being the greatest players is winning.
Exactly.
Like, that's what it is. That's why LeBron wants to win. That's why Kobe wanted to win. That's why Tom has won. That's why fucking Jordan got 6 in a row and he's considered the best. That's why Bill Russell's one of the best players because he won so many fucking championships in the fucking 60s. Like, bro, like, there's like
Zig.
That is the epitome of what makes the best players.
As far as Josh Allen goes, let's get it back.
It's all the same to me. It's literally all the same. Winners win. The best players are considered winners because they do great things while they're winning.
Okay,
that's why they're the greats.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. So, Zig, I'm trying to get it back to Josh Allen here. So, has Josh Allen had every opportunity to succeed?
Yes, sir.
In your opinion?
I'm not Josh had a hype train. I'm not. I don't think like I'm not on that wave. You know what I mean? I'm on.
Why do you only put up 10 points?
I'm on
hold on, but I'm not a Josh Allen fanboy like how other people like to try to prop him up to be. You know,
no, don't get me wrong. He is. I think
he's Cam Newton, bro.
But that's not what we were talking about. That's the thing, though. But here's the thing. Before you even came in here, that's not what we were even talking about. We were talking career to career, blindly. If you were to take the names off the board, you were to put career up, career up.
I don't know what y'all were talking about. This was the question. Wins and football wins.
Well, this is where it trailed off from. So this is where the conversation started. If you blindly put up Goff's career and Josh Allen's career next to each other, and you took their names off the board, which career would you choose? Everybody's going to choose Jared Goff. He's been to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So how in the fuck, career to career, can you not say, as of right now, Jared Goff is having a better career? Because he is.
And that's the point. That's the point that I was making.
So, I mean,
hold on, guys.
Technically, yeah.
Let RC, let him talk.
Right, that was the question. You can't go outside of the realm of the question and start fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is, if I eye test them right now. No, we're talking about career versus career, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
so that's exactly the point. That's exactly the point that I was.
Reality, living it for a second.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So
I can hear you.
But yeah,
can you hear me?
We're all picking Jared. So
RC, we can hear you.
Now, Josh Allen, a top tier quarterback for what he does and how he's doing in the NFL. And
Sky, can you hear RC?
Sky,
what up?
Can you hear RC?
Yo, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello,
can you hear RC?
Hey, drop down and come back, bro.
What happened?
You can't hear RC?
I think RC can't hear the chat.
No, I can hear you.
I can hear
everybody. I can hear everybody, but I don't think Sky.
Can you hear my sexy voice?
Yeah, we can hear you, Jake.
Oh, okay, good.
I mean, yeah, my whole point with the quarterbacks and the win stuff, like, you know, bro, like, why else would you pay a quarterback a ridiculous amount of money if he's not winning? Because if you're paying him for stats, that's a wasted amount of money right there.
No, word is ball. But I'm saying, though, it's like you want to be able to win games because of your quarterback. Like, I get you completely, like, for sure, right? But what I'm saying is you can do things, and your quarterback can do things to put y'all in position to win, but sometimes the outcome doesn't fall that way because of the powers may be. You know what I mean? For whatever sad reason. Like,
but that's what every sport, though, again, Zig.
Or, you know what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying, Zig. I get what you're saying. I guess the point that I'm trying to make is how many opportunities do we give a guy to succeed, and how much emphasis or credit or discredit do we give the guy that's paid the most? The guy, like somebody said earlier, the guy that touches the ball on every single play. Like,
so
yes, you have
like
to have a good team.
Buffalo up? You feel like they should blow Buffalo up because they can't get over the hump?
No,
I think that they need to. I think that Josh Allen has not proven it in the biggest moments. Like when he has had multiple opportunities to do it, he hasn't. So what do you do? I don't even know. Like,
I think
you get rid of him? No, you don't get. You
got to retool the offense.
That defense is horrible, though, guys.
Whatever, but my thing about it is, it's not even that though. My thing about it is like
they need a real running back.
But Josh Allen, the Bills are allowing Josh Allen. They're allowing Josh Allen too much like leeway. They need to retool the fucking offense so the offense is just a little bit less aggressive. Because when you see
play after machine.
Yeah, like when you have him out there doing his own thing, it works out. But you've seen in big moments and when it matters, it's not working out. It's not working out.
Gun shit, bro. Is no. He need to be.
You can't. He's not that guy right now. He's not 10 years in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like he hasn't seen everything. 2 reads
minimum or running the ball. They need a real running back and they need some guys that on that outside, man.
I mean, but even with that,
that receiving court chain they got is pretty ridiculous. So you can't say they need guys on the outside.
I'm saying on defense. Bro.
Oh, okay. Von Miller getting hurt was a big loss to them too, though.
They've had a top. I mean, all that aside, like they've had a top ranked team since Allen has been the quarterback.
Yeah, that's right too.
Yep,
that's right.
So at what point do we say, like, look, man, we've given you all the weapons that you need to succeed, and you haven't done it. So at what point do you say? But how can you say? Wait, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but at what point do you say, like, is Josh Allen? Is this I'm seeing a pattern. And at what point do you say, like, at what point do you stop giving him excuses and say, you need to step the fuck up? You need to step up. You've had every opportunity to. You're the guy that gets the ball on every single play. You need to step up. You need to make that play. Like 10 points in your home stadium.
Do you feel like Josh Allen has the tools? Do you feel like he has the goods? Do you feel like you would want
physically? Physically,
yes.
But that's the point. It's like physically, he has all the tools. He's a top 5 quarterback.
As a coordinator, let me finish my point. Guys open. Well, you have to make sure your guys are right.
Sure, but how do you go from winning? What did they win? 13 games this year. Like you're the best team in the league. So this offense, the way that it's been working, the way that it's look at the record over the last, since he's been here. They've been at the top of the league with this scheme. Do they need to make changes? Of course they do. Every team does that every year. But they've had success. So, but that has not translated to success in the postseason. They get to that point, and then they shit the bed. They've done it 2 years in a row in their own stadium. So he cannot. At what point do you look at Allen and say, like, we've given you everything you need to succeed, and you have not made the plays when you're supposed to make the plays. So you need to step the fuck up.
Look like the Packers.
Exactly. It's like if he goes 10 seasons and then wins a Super Bowl, cool. It'll be the inverse of what Rodgers has done. And then we can say, you know what? He is a great quarterback. They stuck with him. They continue to build and tweak and everything else. But at this point right now, all I'm saying, like, this isn't a question of, like, whether he's a great quarterback or not. He is. I think it's indisputable. So that's not a question. It's, can he get you there, or what do you need as a team? And I'm trying to, like, bring this back to the Lions, because the argument has been thrown out by so many fans that, oh, Goff can't get it done, and you know, I had to boot you know who from the space because he comes in here with this fucking nonsense and then he gets insulting.
They'll just move past it.
Yeah, so it's like,
we don't gotta harp on it.
No, I'm not harping on it. I'm mentioning it in passing to make a point that there's the certain individuals of the fan base are saying, oh, we need that top guy. We need that top 5. And everybody's saying, like,
we need that mad and sexy, flashy quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
Which Josh Allen, to them, Josh Allen is that guy. Oh, you put him in a uniform, you put him in the Lions uniform, like, we're going to the Super Bowl. It's like, are we though? Like, the Bills are, like, look at where the Bills team has been, and he's been their quarterback, and he's had multiple opportunities to get there, and he's failed every time. So my argument is, like, meanwhile, Goff, not the top 5, like, sexy stats quarterback.
Exactly.
He has succeeded where Josh Allen has failed, and he's done it in less time. So, like, Sky gave the analogy earlier. You put their stats on the board at the beginning of their careers and say, okay, here's his career path. This is where he's going to be 5 years from now. Here's this guy's career path. Here's where he's going to be 5 years from now. You have the ability to see, okay, this is what this quarterback's going to do for 5 years. This is what this quarterback is going to do. Who are you choosing? You're going to take Goff, like, unquestionably.
So if you was a first-year head coach.
And for the record, I said Jared Goff is a top 10 quarterback. You guys know I said that.
I mean, this year he is a top 10 quarterback. And I mean, he's been a Pro Bowler. He got to the Super Bowl. He's had 100%.
Yeah. Here's the difference to me between Josh Allen and Jared Goff. And you see this with Allen this year because they went deep in the playoffs like a couple times. In the last 2 years, they haven't made it as deep. And to me, like, Josh Allen, he wants to go rogue and he wants to make plays outside of the system. Like, he's not necessarily listening to exactly what his coaches and coordinator is saying. Whereas Jared Goff, and this isn't a knock on him, he follows the offense and he executes the offense to near perfection. Whereas Josh Allen is going to try to make plays outside of the offense, and that stuff works in the regular season, but when you play the best teams and the best defenses, execution is so fucking important. And when you're not able to execute consistently, it shows, man. And that's what kind of I think is happening with Allen over the last few years.
I don't disagree with that. I mean, that's the one thing with the dual threat quarterbacks is they improvise, and it's like sometimes it looks great. You know, you get the old school, you know,
the sexy plays.
Not really, because Trevor Lawrence, he do the same, and he threw his fair share of picks too, you know, but people don't look at it like that.
But he's a young quarterback though, Zach. He's year 2.
And Jalen Hurts, he wasn't turning the ball over. He's a dual threat quarterback.
I'm not saying that it's this isn't.
Yeah, but he runs the offense though. Jalen Hurts does. Jalen Hurts is not an improviser.
I'm not speaking in absolutes when it comes to this.
He said a dual threat quarterback. That's all.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I think to the point, like Jared Goff is very different than Josh Allen, and Josh Allen tends to improvise because he has the ability to escape the pocket and do that, but then it can bite you in the ass. On the contrary, Goff is a system quarterback, and he follows the offense, and he's a game manager, and he does it, you know, like Lou was saying, like, to perfection. But if things are not going well, it's like, you know, there's a give and take with both styles of quarterback. But it all comes down to which one are you more comfortable with. And to me, I'm comfortable with a guy that has stuck with the offense and has made it to the Super Bowl over the guy who has had multiple opportunities and has this more dual threat sort of approach, and he has failed every time. So, I don't know. That's just, I don't know. Mike, go ahead.
No, I'm just late to the conversation, so I was just trying to figure out what you guys were talking about.
Basically, you know, I don't know how to summarize.
If you put
essentially, it's like Josh Allen. Josh Allen has had multiple opportunities and it's failed every time, whereas Goff, you know, he's had more success in less time than Allen has. They both are two very different types of quarterbacks. It's not a debate of is Goff as good as Allen. I think that's unquestionably, like, athletically and statistically, no, he's not. But he has also succeeded where Allen has failed. So what kind of quarterback are you more comfortable with? Would you be, if you had the advantage of seeing their careers, the first 5 years of their careers before they entered the league, and you took their names off the board, which career path would you choose? I think Sky presented that analogy, and I think it's a perfect analogy. You know, it's like you see what they're going to do for the first 5 years of their career, and you don't know who they are. There's no name attached to it. You just have to choose one. Which one are you choosing?
If you're a first-year head coach, and you know, hey, my coaching career is on the line. I got to pick between these two quarterbacks in their careers. One's took me to the Super Bowl and one hasn't. Which one you choosing?
I mean, I'm just going to have to go off Goff because of college and then what he's done resume-wise, you know?
Right, like they're just resumes on a board with no names. So it's like basically what we're guessing is like who has better career right now if we took the names away.
Who's not going to get you fired if you're a head coach?
And we're all choosing Goff's career path. Like if you look at it, if you said these are the stats he's got, this is the other guy, names off the board, boom, everybody's choosing Goff. It's just the way it is. Like,
I will just say this though, like I said it earlier, like coaching is a big part of it, and I think that their OC right now, Dorsey, doesn't really have much control over what Josh is doing. And I think if he gets the right pairing where he's actually able to, you know, listen and play inside of the system and not hold on to the ball and make these mistakes, I do think that he can be, you know, a great quarterback and get you to the Super Bowl.
Well, you can't blame that on the OC. You got to blame that on the quarterback.
No, I'm saying he hasn't proven that he can do that yet.
I'm just saying, a lot of people don't change, bro. You feel me? They are who they are. So, like,
but that's why I say there's a difference. Like, you can't even have the conversation when we were kind of branching off earlier. Like, you can't even have the conversation of who's better between him and Pat. Like, there's just no fucking question. Like, Pat's in his own stratosphere of a player compared to Josh Allen.
Own league, and it's not even.
Yeah, like it's not even fucking close because if you took Pat Mahomes' career, took his name off of it, you took Josh Allen's, put it right next to it, took his name off of it. What are we even talking about, bro?
It's not even
what are we even talking? I'm unzipping my pants and pissing on Josh Allen's career so far. Like that's a laughable career as we're talking in reality.
Who all came out of that draft class?
So he was the best quarterback of that draft class. It was like Darnold, Rosen. It wasn't a good draft class.
Oh, they definitely stole him. The Bills definitely got their guy. Like, don't get me wrong, Josh Allen is a great quarterback, but his improvisation.
Lamar Jackson came out of that draft
the way
class.
He needs to reel it in. Because it's biting him in the ass.
You hear me? That was Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, Lamar was in that class too, yep.
Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, Josh Rosen, and Lamar Jackson.
I mean, you could almost compare Lamar and Josh Allen as far as their careers. If you take their, again, put their resumes on the board.
That would be a toss-up.
Yeah. Right?
No,
it's like,
not even. Lamar's better.
Well, I'm not saying he's not better.
Like, he's not
I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying like athletically and statistically, but like success-wise, like.
Has Lamar Jackson got to the AFC Championship game yet?
Lamar has way less.
You hear me? Have Lamar Jackson took them to the AFC Championship yet?
Lamar got way less.
I don't think Josh Allen ain't been to the AFC Championship either, right?
Lamar has had more success than Allen has.
And Lamar
with less
has way more. Way less, but he's better than Allen, bro.
No, I know. I completely agree with you, but I'm just saying, like, accolades wise, I would say that Lamar has succeeded even more so than Allen has, but they've still had less success than Goff has.
The real question coming up is Joey Burr, though. That's the real question. Because if this man goes out and gets in another bowl right here,
that's crucial.
I think the Bengals are winning this motherfucker.
Well, that was my sleeper pick, honestly. Like Bengals and 49ers, and I think Bengals would win.
Yeah, I think the Bengals got the juice. I think the Bengals and the Chiefs got the juice for the 49ers. So,
yeah, Niners are on a warpath right now.
Yeah, I just think those offenses like match up very well with that defense, regardless.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a great game, but I think that the Bengals have a better defense. So I feel like Brock is he's not gonna have that kind of game against the Bengals.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about Brock Purdy right now, man. That man is Superman to me right now, bro. I don't know.
I feel like there's an expiration date. There's an expiration date on it. That's how I feel.
In a Super Bowl, maybe. The Eagles are gonna give him a run though. I do want to see Darius in the Super Bowl though. Be nice seeing Slay in the Super Bowl. I gotta go to work, so I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, bro.
All right, see you, Sky.
See ya.
Wow, space is like completely 180 from yesterday. I kind of like it. Like everybody's getting a chance to talk. It's respectful. Getting their points out.
Good conversation.
Good conversation. Good debate.